Okay, we're gonna get started. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, perfect. Um, okay, so we're actually only Norwegian people here, but I'm still gonna speak English, so and I would appreciate if you could have your cameras on. I know you, Gabriella, you're driving, so you have a free pass, but I would love for you others to have your cameras on. Anyways, so today I was thinking I have a note that I'm gonna share with you. And it's about how to keep a millionaire mindset during all the chaos that is happening in your life. Because I just had a couple of days where I was experiencing um, just one thing after the other going wrong, and it was like really testing my attitude and testing my patience and testing my mindset to see how far I've actually grown. So I thought this was a good topic because like we all have life happening to us uh, from time to time. Like life is going to happen no matter what you do. And then it's all about how do you handle that? How do you handle a day you expected to be great, and then just one thing after the other goes completely wrong? Like how do you keep that stable mindset? So I thought we were going to deep dive into that, and then I thought you all could really benefit from that. I think that's something that we all need to work on when it comes to managing our reactions and our attitude. And yeah, so I'm going to share a document with you. It's just so you can kind of follow me through what I'm saying and read it as I am talking about it. So, can you all see my screen? Let me just make it bigger. Okay, perfect. Okay, so first of all, your reality is not dictated by what you can see. Like your reality is so much more than what meets the eyes. So no matter what's going on in your life, what you see, what you're experiencing is not necessary what has to dictate your reality. So your reality is shaped by what you believe, what you speak, and what you continue to believe. So no matter what the 3D world looks like, it all comes from what you're thinking and how you speak and how you react to different situations, because your life is just an experience, and the better you're handling it by managing your attitude and your actions, the better, the less chaotic your reality might seem. Um, so it's very important to acknowledge and accept that there will be struggles and that there is chaos in the moment. So I know there are moments when things feel like they are crumbling. Maybe a deal falls through, maybe unexpected bills hit you, and maybe things aren't moving as fast as you want them to. But hear me when I say that this moment is what defines you. How you react to that situation and how you react to that unexpected bill, that is what defines you. So, and that's also where you get to see if you've really grown into a if you've grown into what shall we call it, a better person, or like not really a better person, but a stronger version of you, a higher version of you. This is the moment where millionaires are made. This is the moment that separates the 95% from the 5%. So when not one thing, they're not defined when things are easy. Like you cannot tell if someone has a millionaire mindset when things are going great, but it's when things are uncertain and things are chaotic. That's when you really get to see the character of a person. So that's what we got to work on. We got to work on what character you step into when things are not going your way. So I thought this topic was is very important. It's so important. And I if there's one thing that you should focus on is it's definitely how you handle things when life seems chaotic. So You can start by reframing the chaos. A couple days ago, I just landed in Norway. I just been on a plane ride for 18 hours, and the last 2 days that I had in the United States with my father, they were so chaotic. I've never had any more chaotic days in my life, I think. But what was so fun about it is my perspective on it, how I chose to uh, how I chose to perceive the situation because I thought of it like a test from the universe to test my character, to test if I've actually grown into a better version of myself. Um, so when life seems chaotic, reframe it and then ask yourself, how strong is your belief? Like, do you really know where you're going? Like, is this going to affect this small thing? Is this going to affect your day? Is this going to affect your week? Because, like, how deeply do you trust that what you want is going to manifest itself no matter what your situation is like today? Um, and you cannot manifest wealth while feeding the feeling of doubt. So you got to weigh it out. Like you got to weigh out faith with doubt, and then you got to feed the positive side more than you feed the negative one. So wealth is held by those who can maintain certainty in the unseen. So when your life seems chaotic, when your 3D reality, what meets the eye, when that seems chaotic, you got to have certainty in what you can only imagine in your mind. I hope that makes sense. So it's all about shifting your mindset until you get to the point where you have a millionaire mindset. And that's what we're going to work on together because if we're able to help you like shift your mindset to a millionaire mindset and help you handle these situations better, your life will become better. So you would want to start with detaching from your reality, detaching from what you can see around you, because your current situation is just a reflection of your past thoughts and actions and decisions, and it's not your final destination. So you must anchor yourself in where you are going and not where you are today. So no matter what your situation looks like today, you got to anchor yourself in the thought of where you're going, in the vision of where you're going. You got to keep yourself up there instead of like staying stuck in the situation of like in the moment, like where you are today. That's not where you're going to be anyway. So just keep your mind on where you are going, anchor yourself in that vision, and that will bring you through. I believe that when you're having a tough period of life, if you know exactly where you're going, it will be so much easier to handle. Like it will not be able to shake you. Um, so another thing is you got to speak into your power because your reality is also a manifestation of your words, how you speak. So instead of saying that I'm struggling, say that I am in a transition period and abundance is already on its way to me. And keep saying that, keep reaffirming that until you can actually feel it. So instead of saying, I'm struggling, I'm in a transition and abundance is already on its way to me. And instead of saying that things aren't working, say everything is being rearranged in my favor, even when I cannot see it yet. And these are so powerful words. Like if you repeat them, they will like everything else will come with ease. And you'll notice this. You'll notice a change in your reality. Like it will definitely transform you and it will transform how you perceive your reality and your experience in life. So another thing is that your current situation is also a result of how you act. So you got to start acting like the millionaire that you are becoming. I'm pretty sure that everyone here started because they want an extra income, but having millions, that would be great. That would benefit us all. It might not be burning desire, but we all would like to have $1 million, right? Because it would do us really good. So what if you start acting like a person that already has $1 million? what do you think will happen then? You'll start attracting it. So a millionaire doesn't panic when things are shifting. For example, those 2 other days that I'm referring to, like things things were going on. I was like, what's really going on here? Because I was like, this is a lot. But I thought it was so much fun because I know that when your reality starts crumbling, that's just the universe rearranging it for you. So I didn't panic. I didn't panic. And that's when I was so proud of myself because that's when I knew that I had grown. Because I was just like, okay, it's just a part of what I'm asking for. And another thing is that a wealthy woman uh, doesn't let fear take over. She moves in faith. And that's a thing that I can say that I'm very proud of because faith has kept me going since I started this business. And it's just about choosing faith. I don't know how to explain faith. Search it up. But do dive into faith because we'll always have these negative emotions of fear. So you have fear and then you have faith, and you always have the opportunity to choose. So choose which one you're going to feed, and which one you're going to feed is what your reality will uh, reflect. So a successful woman doesn't let temporary setbacks define her. She knows her success is inevitable. So no matter what life throws at you, you still know that you're going to make it no matter what. And that's the certainty you have to have. But before you can have that certainty, you have to know what exactly do you want. So that's the first step. Like you got to know what you want. And then you have to have unwavering belief in that that's what's going to happen. So another thing that you can do, I did this a lot the past when I first got into like self-improvement and like manifestation and all that. I was a huge fan of affirmations and they completely transformed my life because what I did, I took the negative about myself, things that I wanted to improve by my about my life and myself. I took that negative and I turned it over to something positive. And then I just kept reaffirming the positive. And then I could actually feel the change. And when I started feeling a change, my life changed. So some affirmations that you can use is, for example, because we all started with Sage Master because we want an extra income. Okay, so let's start with a money affirmation. So you can declare that I am wealthy, money flows to me easily, everything works out in my favor. And I love that one because I used to say I used to affirm this one a lot, and it really does work. Like eventually you start believing it, and the more you affirm it, it's gonna program itself in your subconscious mind, and then you'll eventually truly believe it to be true. So if you today think that money is hard to make, just keep referring that money flows to me easily and that everything is always working out for me. And this will help you through the chaos. So I recommend writing it down. I recommend speaking it out loud, even though it might be weird at first. But once you get into it and like just take some time to yourself and actually affirm these, use your words. Your words are energy. Your words are what is creating your future right now. So choose your words wisely and choose positive words because that's what's creating your future. Um, so write it down, speak it out, and then the more you speak it and the more you write it, the more you'll get into the feeling of it, and the more you'll start believing it. And the more you start believing it, the more your faith will increase because your subconscious mind believes it to be true. And trust me, I've done this. I know that this works. So if you do this, if you follow through with this, I like it will change your life. It will change you and it will change your life. So I highly recommend this. And another thing is that you should always move in alignment. This comes back to knowing what you want and then make decisions based upon what you want. So, for example, make decisions from the perspective of your future self. And again, you have to know what your future self would be like. So when you're in front of a decision you have to make, try to put yourself in the situation of the future self. Like, what would she do? What would my future self do? What can I do right now that will benefit my future self? Like, what will take me closer to my future self? What will take me closer to my desired reality? So, for example, what would the millionaire version of you do right now? Would you stay in fear when all the chaos is hitting you? Or would you stay in faith? And the other day, I chose faith. I chose faith. Everything that possibly could go wrong that day went wrong. It was chaos. But I chose faith because I am so certain in where I am going, and I have just, it's growth. So you can choose to stay in fear, or you to stay in faith, and always choose faith. And then how to get to that point where you have that unwavering faith, you got to do the inner work. So you got to also just trust and surrender. That's also what I did. I was just trusting that this is this is either teaching me something, or this is a lesson, or this is in my favor. So even though everything went wrong, I had that attitude that this is just for my best self. So the universe is always conspiring in your favor. When things look like they're falling apart, they're actually falling into place. And that's the faith that I had the other day. So I want you to choose right now. Are you going to be someone who lets circumstances define you, or are you going to be someone who defines your circumstances? Because you have the power and you have the choice. Your life, you're fully in control over your life. You're fully in control over your actions, your words, your thoughts, even your feelings. It just takes time to master them, but you are fully in control. So you have the free will of choice. And a millionaire mindset isn't about what's happening around you, but it's about what's happening within you. And I promise you this, if you hold the faith and if you keep the vision and you just refuse to waver, you will win. Because wealth isn't just something that you have, it's something that you become. It's something that you are. So that's what you got to work on, really. So this script is here to inspire and empower you as a woman to hold your faith, stay in a wealth consciousness, and hold a millionaire mindset, and just trust in the manifestation process, because manifestation and getting to your final destination and that vision that you hold so clearly in your head, it's a process. It will not happen overnight. You cannot expect it to happen overnight, because it won't. It takes time. And it's a person that you have to become. So I would work on that belief and in that faith, and I would always choose faith over fear. And just be careful of what feelings you are feeding the most. So just increase your awareness by start being aware of these things. Start asking you questions like, am I going to stay in fear in this situation, or am I going to stay in faith? Is this teaching me something? Or, yeah. So start asking yourself questions. So we also have a challenge, a weekly challenge. So we have planted out one task for the next 7 days, and I really hope you do this. And trust me, it's really fun. It's really fun doing this, because you will grow And once you grow, your life will start changing. So here is a 7-day task plan, and I really hope you follow through. It's really fun working on yourself, trust me. So first of all, the first day, I would declare your wealth identity. So write a millionaire identity statement. For example, I am a wealthy woman. I move with confidence, faith, and abundance. Money flows to me effortlessly, and I trust that all things are aligning in my favor. So that's just one task. Like write it out. That's an example. Like you can choose your own identity, of course. Choose what you most desire for yourself to be in the future, and then just write it in a positive uh, affirmation, and then keep reminding yourself of this throughout the day. So I would write it down in the morning, and then I would keep reminding myself, repeating it throughout the day. And at the night, in the night, I would write it down again, and then I would repeat it before I go to bed. So for day 2, it's about reprogramming fear into power. And the task would be to identify 3 money fears or limiting beliefs because we all have them. For example, making money is hard, and or I'm not good with money. Um, so I did this a lot. This is actually something that's called shadow work. I don't know if you guys have heard of it before, but it's digging into your negative beliefs and flipping them over into something positive, into something that you wish it to be. So, for example, making money is hard would be money flows to me with ease, and I am a master of wealth creation. So you just flip them into an empowering belief, and then you keep repeating it to yourself. Just repeat it to yourself throughout the day, and eventually it will stick. It will stick, and you turn your negative beliefs into empowering beliefs. It's very powerful. So day 3, the task would be to move like a millionaire. Act as if you are already a millionaire. Act as if you are already wealthy. So dress in a way that makes you feel abundant and make decisions from a millionaire mindset standpoint and speak as if your success is already guaranteed. That's the fun part. All right. So that's task number 3 for day 3. And then we have day 4. So day 4 is where you detach from the 3D reality. You detach from the reality that meets your eyes, because there is so much more than meets your eyes. So you're going to detach from this reality. So you can either meditate or visualize for 10 minutes, seeing yourself already financially free. What would that look like? What would it smell like? What would it taste like? What would you dress like? How would you speak? Where would you be? So the action step for this is to, after you've meditated or visualized, pull out your notebook and start journaling. So you're going to write out, journal as if you are already living your dream financial reality. So, for example, I am so happy and grateful now that I am making $100,000 per month. Okay, that was a lot. Okay, $10,000 per month with ease. My wealth is expanding daily and opportunities flow to me effortlessly. So you would basically just put what you want in a sentence of uh, present tense, like you already received it. So you're going to write that out as if that's your reality today, and you're going to keep on writing that. Just keep on writing that maybe five times, and watch how it makes you feel. So for day 5, it would be to align your energy with money flow, because money is just energy. So find ways to give and receive abundance. And you can do that in multiple ways. But I have an example here. For example, you can tip someone. You can tip someone a bit extra. In Norway, we don't tip. But you could donate a small amount or affirm that money flows to me and through me with ease. So be open and unexpected to blessings, because everything starts with what you give. You give, 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 give before you receive, receive, receive. So you have to give first. You have to expect to give first before you can receive. And that comes with money as well. So if you give money, that can be interpreted in multiple ways. But give before you receive. So for day 5, do something where you give so you can receive. And then on day 6, that's about bold aligned action. And this is a really fun one. So it's about taking one bold step towards financial growth. So you can either talk about your business that is doing great, which is extremely successful. Invite someone to check out SageMaster. Post about financial empowerment or make an investment. So you just take an action upon your desired financial situation. So you kind of back your vision up with action. So you take one bold step towards it. And this will help you manifest it. This will help it to come through, because you are showing the universe that you are willing to take one step forward. And then you'll know what the next step will be, and the next step, and the next step. And then on day 7, it's all about gratitude and celebration. Because the more you realize what you already have, the more you will receive. The more you I don't know the English word for it. But here you're gonna write down 10 things that you are grateful for, even if they haven't fully manifested yet, even if they're not fully in your reality yet. But you're going to write down 10 things that you are grateful for, because gratitude speeds up manifestation. The more grateful you are, the more you'll receive. The more you realize what you already have, the more you'll get. So the action will be to share one of these wins from this challenge with a friend or someone in the team, just to celebrate your growth. So just focus on gratitude on day 7. Focus on what you're grateful for. And that can be the smallest thing. It could be you're grateful for clean water. You're grateful for the air that you breathe. Or it could be so huge, like I'm so happy and grateful for the successful business I'm running that's earning me $10,000 a month. It could be anything. It could be I am so grateful for my mother, or yeah, you get what I'm saying, but it could literally be anything. But just recognize what you already have, and the more you recognize what you already have, the more it will speed up your manifestations. It will speed up what you want, because you recognize that you already have so much. And when you realize you have so much, you'll get so much more, if that makes sense. So at the end of the week, you're going to reflect. You're going to reflect on what shifts did you notice in your mindset, because there will be a shift. Trust me, there will be a shift. So you're just going to reflect upon that. What kind of shift did you notice? And what limiting beliefs did you release? Like, what limiting beliefs did you manage to turn into an empowered belief? Or how can you continue embodying this millionaire energy? Like, even after these 7 days, like, what can you do to continue embodying this energy of a millionaire? How can you still keep holding that millionaire mindset? So I would also love for you to, I know it's a bit out of your comfort zone, but this whole group, I hope you're ready to step out of your comfort zone, because that's where you're going to grow. That's where you're going to find what you want. So I would love for you to share share your wins, like share what you figured out by doing this challenge in the group. I would love that. And I'm pretty sure the other girls would love that also. Um, so this challenge will train your mind to stay locked in an abundance mindset versus lack. You'll train your mind to stay in a mindset of abundance. No matter what happens in the 3D world, ensuring that you stay in faith, confidence, and inspired action. So I hope this was valuable. And if there's anything, any comment I would put on this is that this, just this, I think it's 3 pieces of paper. Like look through them after this call and really, really do the inner work because it will give you a result that will do you good. Like I did this 3 years ago. I didn't even know that this was something that people did. It's so weird finding people that are doing the same things that you did 3 years ago. Like I didn't even know that that was a thing, but I did this unconsciously. It just felt necessary. So this is the stuff that I was doing without noticing that there were other people doing it because it's actually something that works. So this works. If you want to change your life, here's your opportunity. You get what I'm saying? Because this women's group is for us to completely transform our lives from where we are today to where we want to be. And you will get there if you do these, if you go through these weekly challenges just by showing up on these calls. You will get there. I am certain of that. So I don't have too much more on my mind. I just hope you understand the importance of this, and it was really nice for you to show up. And I will post the recording in the group so you can either review it, and I will also post I will post that note sheet so you can have it and look at it. And I really recommend that you do this. This, like, of all the calls that we have had, I think this is the most important one, like how to maintain a millionaire mindset even when everything around you just seems like chaos, and specific steps you can take from that moment on. So I don't have anything more on my mind. I'm gonna let you go. I know it's a Saturday night, and I hope you have a great evening. And it's so great to see you with your cameras on. And then I hope to see some of your weekly wins in the chat. It will make me very happy, and it will probably make other girls very happy to see what you guys got out of this as well. So, okay. Well, have a great Saturday evening, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow on the introduction call.
Thank you for you too, Katrina. And please, if you can share this file,
Yeah,
we'll be more than grateful for that.
yeah, I'll do that.
Bye, bye
Okay,
everyone.
perfect. Bye.